Welcome to my channel. So the other day I built a project in about 30 minutes, and that is this drill press clamp. Okay, started out looking something similar to this standardized clamp that's used in welding shops. Okay, and you can see that the designs are fairly similar minus the head design. There's a swivel and there's a non-swivel. I use the non-swivel because there's no point in the swivel for me. Typically, this is the position for the clamp while in use due to the ease of releasing the clamp, okay? But that doesn't work for us in this application because if I had cut this head off, I wouldn't be able to use this product because of the action on it. So it had to be this head that was cut off, right? So that way we could get the action to happen on the table. There's a drill press clamp. You can buy these and they can be expensive or they can be cheap. I found that the quality of the cheap ones is junk, so I make my own. Like I said, this is about 30 minutes for a project. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You'll notice that there's an angle right here on this cut. That's pretty significant. And the angle is away from the table. And there's a reason for that. When the table is flat like this and you've got this clamped down, that's as close as you can get to the table. So that angle right there is very critical. Now, normally guys will make a plate that's beveled or angled to account for that. And then they'll put this, you know, this will be at a straight 90 degrees to the workpiece, but that to me was kind of a waste of time. I wanted to do this in 30 minutes. I didn't want to waste a lot of time making a part. And I only had some scrap to work with. So the simplest thing to do was to put the angle into the cut onto the workpiece, which is right here. So that way there's gap here. This actuates nicely, and this sits flat to the table, and then I can put my washer. This is just a washer. It's an extended washer. There's two different sizes for thicknesses of table. Simple. So there's a short one for really thick tables and a long one for really thin tables. Okay, and the washer goes on like so, and then the table is in here, and then the nut, which has a washer to add force. Hey, get back here. Stay. Don't move. The nut, which is just a simple nut, okay, with some 3/8 bar and a washer welded on. That just screws on to there very simply, easy, super simple stuff, not rocket science, okay? And then it tightens down to whatever thickness the table is. I don't want to have to run this screw for a very long time because the longer I have to run it, I told you to stay. The longer I have to do this, the less drilling I get to do. So it's cheaper to make a couple of these than to sit here and put a nut onto a bolt. And, you know, we're talking minutes in my day. Every time I have to thread those 10 threads, I could have just made one of these that's slightly longer or slightly shorter to account for the length of time that it took to actually thread this rod with this nut and waste my time. I want to have this nut right there, roughly. I want maybe one thread showing. You can't really see that, but one thread showing is all I want to have to adjust this for with this washer. So the table's height, the table's thickness, excuse me, the table's thickness can only be whatever that is. And if the table was a different thickness, obviously, if I had a thicker table, I'd have a shorter washer. But I want that long bolt for different material lengths, because I don't know if I'm going to have a 2-inch piece of material that I got to go through to clamp down something, okay? But I try and minimize it while giving myself the maximum amount of leverage for different projects. Simple, okay? A simple 30-minute project made out of scrap material. This is scrap plate, scrap tube, a couple of washers, a piece of junk, 3/8, and a nut. So with that being said, if you have any questions or any comments, leave them below. Have a great day. This is not finesse welding. You can see that my welding is not even perfect because it started raining on me when I was doing this. But it's good enough to get the job done for now. I'll finish this project up another day. Again, 30 minutes. Save yourself a lot of time. Have a great day.